Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a few weeks since I've been live, but I thought I'd come on here today to do a Arsenal preview ahead of the game tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. and I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys today. I'm going to give you some updates about injuries, as obviously we know we have got a few players that may be out of injury, so I'm going to go into that. I hope you guys have had a great 2025. I hope 26 will be a great year for all of you. And yeah, big up to chat. If you guys have got any questions for me in the video, make sure you drop them in the comments, and make sure you guys are liking and subscribing if you do enjoy my content. So obviously Arteta did do a press conference earlier today. So he did give us some updates regarding players who can play, players who can't play. So Calafiori won't be available for this game, and I'm not really surprised by this. I think you don't want to rush a player back. If they're not ready, they're not ready. So that wasn't a complete surprise. Square also won't be available, which isn't a surprise. We know he's going to be out for a little bit longer. I'm interested to see with Declan Rice if he will be available for this game. It's difficult with Bournemouth. It's a game we should win, and I don't want to rush back any players. So I probably wouldn't start Rice for this game if he depending on his fitness, because against Villa we really showed we can manage without Rice. We can perform really good. We can do it. But we know Declan Rice is one of our best players in the team, so you don't want to not have him in the team. But I would give Declan Rice some minutes in this game, but I think at this period we are facing injuries and it's gonna happen. But it's just about managing the players' minutes as best as we can, and letting me know, guys, your lineups, all of that stuff. I'm excited for this game. Bournemouth is an interesting one, Bournemouth, because we have actually struggled against Bournemouth quite a lot. Let me just show you where they are in the table. So Bournemouth are currently 15th. So they're not in the best position in this game. Now, obviously, I don't think they'll get relegated, but they'll want to stay up and keep going further up that table. So obviously, yeah, I think they'll definitely stay up, but 15th isn't where they should be. They should probably be a little bit higher up that table. So they obviously won't be happy with their position in the league table. So they'll want to do better in this one. But for us, we're away, so it's another test for us. We have been home quite a lot, and in this game, we're not going to be, not going to be at home. So this will be another test for Arsenal, but a test I think we should be okay for. I do think we'll probably win, but I don't think it'll be easy because Bournemouth are a tough side. Big up to you guys. I know some of you just joined, so appreciate anyone that's watching this. Make sure you smash them likes and subscribe if you haven't already, and then we'll go through any comments you have right now. Big up to yourself, Locking. Most important person for this game? That is a really good question. I think at the moment Odegaard has been on form. When Odegaard's like full of confidence, when Odegaard's at his best, this team just works really well. So I feel like Odegaard is a pivotal player in this game. I think defensively, because we do have some of our players coming back, I think Timber should be available for this game. I think obviously we've seen Saliba, Gabriel play together more. So I think defensively we are quite solid. But I think if I look at this game, I think Odegaard, if he can really help create chances like he has been doing against Villa, Odegaard's going to be a crucial player for us. We have important players, up top again. We've had some issues up top, but I'll be interested to see who actually does start. I will go into the lineup and all of that stuff for you guys, but I'll probably say Odegaard for this game. I think Odegaard has got to continue doing what he's doing because he has done such an amazing job so far. I think we're seeing Odegaard now himself, and that's what we want to see because Odegaard is amazing. He can be what he used to be. Like a few seasons ago, he was so amazing. So you can do much better. So yeah, big up to you guys. We need 2 midfielders, 1 defender, and a striker. It's Arsenal team is complete with trophies this season. Yeah, the women's team. I will do a show on Arsenal women as well, guys. But yeah, hopefully they'll be back on the 10th of January. So still a little bit of a while for them. Big up 270. Gunnar, good to see you in the chat. Hope you're good. So yeah, lineups now for me. See, David Ryan goal, I'd go for the back four. So we know Calafiori isn't going to be available for this game. Arteta did say that, so that isn't ideal. I think Calafiori is a great player in this team, and I feel like we are much better with him. But you have got players like Lewis Skelly, you've got Pierre Nkape. Obviously, Timber for me would go right back. I think Timber, as we know, is very consistent. He's very good up and down, on the right hand side. Obviously, Ben White has started to come back a little bit, so I'm really interested to see with Ben White if we're going to see a bit more of him. But for now, go Timber, and then I would obviously go with Sleeper and Gabrielle. I mean, Gabrielle did come off, so I'm actually hoping that he's okay to play in this game. We know Gabriel is a really crucial player for us, especially in these games. So I'd start him. Left back, I'd probably go Hincape. If Hincape wouldn't start, I'd go Lewis Skelly. But the back four is quite solid for me. I don't see. I don't see in the world those don't start. So that'd be my back four. In the midfield, I would actually change a little bit. As I mentioned to you guys, I do think we should maybe give Declan Rice a rest. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, like with his fitness, like how he's doing, if he can play a full game. I know he looked like his knee was swollen, so I'm not like 100% sure, what his fitness is like. So I'd probably rest Declan Rice for this. I would actually go with Odegaard, Eze, and Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi does not get the credit he deserves. I think he has done such a great job. He goes under the radar. Obviously, it was great to see him score the other day, against Villa, but I think he's a very good player to have in the team. So I'm hoping that we'll still see him play in this game and see a bit more of him. Obviously, Eze hasn't actually been playing a lot recently. I do get Odegaard to come in. Odegaard's probably made it a bit difficult for him, and now he's been on the bench a little bit. So I definitely would be tempted to give as some time with Odegaard in that midfield. Now the front three, this is actually where I get interested. I don't know if he would rotate an awful lot. But for me, going into the lineup on the front three, I would stick with Saka on the right. I do want to see Saka get a goal. I know Saka does work really hard on the right hand side, but this game would be a great opportunity for him to, get on the score sheet. But I would play him on the right. I would probably like to see Madueke come on. And then on the left, I would probably go with Trossard for this one. I think Trossard, we know, can score some really great goals. Trossard is so underrated. He's so crucial for this team, and I'm a big fan of Trossard. So yeah, Trossard for me, I would start on the left. I would like to see maybe Martinelli come off the bench and other players like that. Up front, let me know, guys, who you would start up front, because I do feel quite torn. Like, as I'm filming this, like a day before, I'm still undecided, because I look at it and I think Jesus came on, what was it, like 30 seconds? He scored. Gyökeres played the full game. He didn't score. So I feel like it's such a difficult one. I would probably go with Jesus for this one. I think Jesus does deserve a chance, whether that's 45 minutes or 60 minutes. I just think that we need to be seeing a lot more from Gyökeres, to be honest. I think Gyökeres is going to take a bit of time. I've always said that. But I think Jesus just has his energy about him, and I feel like it would. It'd be crazy not to start him in my mind. But it's a tough one. You've paid money. You've paid money for Gyökeres. You don't want to leave him on the bench, but at the same time, we've just not really seen enough from him. I would start Jesus. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, really, because I think you're getting a few options now. We're having a bit of competition here, because obviously Havertz is back in the squad, so we're going to see Havertz soon. But Jesus, to me, I think he does bring you the energy. He kind of lifts the team when he plays, and it's a difficult choice to have. I'd probably play Jesus and bring your Chris on. And obviously, I want to see a bit of Havertz. When Havertz can play, I'll be very, very excited for that because I do really like Havertz. I think he's a really good player. I think he brings you something different in the team. I think all of our strikers are very different. I think that's exciting that you've got players that offer you different things. So I'm really excited to see who is going to start. That is obviously my lineup, guys. I do want to also speak about a few other things in this video. But if you guys have got any questions for me, please do make sure you put them in the comments down below. And obviously appreciate you guys here today. I know I haven't been live in a few weeks, and I'm going to start going live again. But I wanted to speak about Ethan Waneri today because it's such a difficult one, isn't it? Because I think with the January window, right now, obviously the January window is open. I am going to do a bit more content regarding the January window, but with this window, are we going to see Ethan Waneri leave? And that is my biggest concern because he's not getting a lot of playing time, and I do think there's chances where Arteta could have played him and didn't play him. I do think that is a bit unfair on Waneri because I think Waneri could definitely improve the game if he has the chance, and I do feel like it's a real difficult situation for him now. And I could see Waneri going on loan to like a Brentford or a team like that, and I just worry that we're going to regret this and he's going to go. So I hope we do make the right decision with Ranieri. I don't have a big issue with him going on loan, but I do worry if we're going to move him on long term, because obviously it's not just the fact he's not starting, he's not even getting many minutes at all. Other players are starting over him, other players are getting given more chances. So I feel like it's such a tough scenario for Waneri because we have seen how good he can be. But if you look at the midfield, you've got Odegaard, you've got Eze, and Waneri can play on the right, Waneri can play in midfield, but it feels like he's not getting a chance right now, and it's so difficult to give him minutes because I feel like I said, you've got other players who can start. I think Waneri, I could possibly see him get more minutes soon because we have got Portsmouth coming up. I know we've got Liverpool coming up, we've got Portsmouth coming up, so I do think he will get some minutes at some point, because I think there's going to be players that are going to be tired and these other players need to step in. But I do worry about his future. I won't lie. I do hope we're going to see a little bit more of him because I do like Ranieri. We know how great he is. I know he's so young, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did go on loan in this window. But I do want him to come back and fight for his place and have a place in this team, because it's difficult. We see Madueke on the right hand side, Saka on the right hand side, and I know Saka can play on the left sometimes when Madueke plays on the right, but I think it's hard for Waneri to kind of get into this team. And if you're like him, play like him, he'll be thinking, I deserve more time, I deserve more of a chance here. So yeah, it's a tough one. It really is. You got a lot of players um in this team, but we'll have to see how this one does end up going. But yeah, we'll have to see, guys, what happens. Please let me know, guys, about each one there, what you've made of this situation. Now, let's talk about predictions because honestly, I just don't know what I'm going to expect from Arsenal in this game. I think in this game, I do expect us to win. We are away from home, and away, I think our away form obviously isn't as good as our home form. So I'm not I'm not sure if we're going to get like an easy 3 points or if we'll have to really work for it. Um, but I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal because I think we have the quality. I know we've obviously got injuries right now, but I feel like we've got players that can help us get over the line. So I do think we'll do it. I think we can win this game. I think we've got a really good defence. I definitely think Gabriel and Saliba playing together is definitely improving this team and improving the squad. So I do feel like we've got that back in our team. I know we've got injuries and that's a big setback. And obviously, Mosquera was doing great, and California was doing good, he gets injury. So for me, it's not the best time, but I do think we've got players coming back in. So I'm going to go 2-0. I would definitely love David Raya to get a clean sheet. I think with David Raya, he deserves a clean sheet. He's been doing really good. Some of the saves he's been making this season have been so incredible. So I'm really rooting for him to, you know, get a clean sheet. Someone here says 3-1. I mean, I'll take that. Listen, for me, obviously going into this game, Man City dropped points to Sunderland, which was actually a little bit of a surprise. Obviously, a big thank you to Sunderland for helping us out, but I think going into this game, we do play again before Man City, so we have to just keep winning. And I know every game's going to be different. Sometimes we'll have to play ugly, sometimes we'll play great football and get over the line. So I feel like for me, every game is so different, and we just have to make sure we keep winning. But yeah, Man City dropping points has definitely been a big confidence booster. Like, I'm so happy that they've dropped points. I think as long as we're moving forward and they continue dropping points, I think that's a really good thing for us. Like, that makes me happy. I do want to see Man City have up next. Let's have a look. So Man City, we've obviously got Liverpool next week, guys, which isn't going to be easy. So Man City have got Chelsea. That is going to be a really interesting game with Chelsea, considering their manager has just gone. So I do wonder how that game's going to be approached as well. But for us, we just have to focus on us, focus on what we're doing, and just keep getting the job done. So really hope, guys, we will win and we will continue doing what we're doing. If you guys have got any questions, do drop them in, as I will be obviously ending this in a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. I think we'll get. I don't care how we score. Obviously, if we score from set pieces, then that's fine. If we don't, if we score from open play, that's also fine. But I think we just have to make sure that we get over the line in this game. We've obviously got Liverpool coming up, which is going to be a real interesting game. We are at home, so I do have a little bit more of optimism and hope that we can obviously get the job done. But we'll have to see how that one plays out. And then we have Portsmouth, we've got the FA Cup. So we've obviously got a few great opportunities to win some silverware this season. If we can't win the league, we can obviously go for, got the Champions League as well, and we've got other competitions. So really excited for this game. Obviously, guys, tomorrow we'll be doing a video after the game, hoping that we've won this one. I think this should be a comfortable game where we do get the 3 points, but I said that about Wolves and we never got the job done. So all these games are going to be so tough. No game is ever easy in the Premier League now. It used to be more easy, but it never is. So I just hope we can get the job done, guys, in this game. Big up to Shane, good to see you. I hope you're good. Big up to the chat, big up to everyone that is here. But yeah, tomorrow hopefully we will get the job done, even if we are rotated a little bit. I'm expecting probably Declan Rice not to play. I think we can manage out Declan Rice if he's not fit, but this one should be a comfortable win. I mean, they are 15th in the league. They'll obviously want to fight to stay up, and I don't think they're going down at all this season, but they'll want to move up to a better position. Semenyo as well, playing against him will be very difficult. So we do have to be at our best. Bournemouth can cause you problems, definitely. So we just have to make sure that we do our best, and I would love us to get a goal early. It would be nice for a comfortable win, but getting the job done is going to be the most important thing for this game. So yeah, a big win would be absolutely crucial for this team. If you guys do have any questions for me, do drop them in, as I probably will be ending this in a little while, in about 5-10 minutes time. A big win tomorrow. I hope so. Hope we can get the job done. I have a sinking feeling that Rice injury is worse than they're telling us, but I pray I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't really know about Declan Rice. It's that came out of nowhere, like where before the Villa game when we heard the news, it literally came out of nowhere, and I was panicking, and we got over the line that game and we did good, but I think it could be more serious. Like, I don't think he's going to be available for the game tomorrow. I think he'll probably be out for a little while, but yeah, like you said, Shane, they haven't really told us much, so I think they're kind of keeping it quiet. I think his leg's swollen, but that's about it. So there could be more to it. we'll have to see with Declan Rice really, because when we're playing Liverpool, you need him for those games. Like I think Bournemouth we can manage without him, but we've got Liverpool on Thursday next week, and I think for that game, you really want him in that midfield because I mean our midfield in that first half against Villa, we really, really struggled. Like second half, yeah, much better, and it was great in the second half. But I think without Declan Rice, we do have to think about our best option in midfield, especially if he isn't available for Liverpool. So we do have to maybe throw Norgard in there. Norgard's been doing really good recently. Want to see a bit more of him. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I do not want to see Marino in midfield. It just doesn't work at all. I think if you're going to play Mourinho, you just stick him up front, and that's his best position. So, I think for me, we just have to, yeah, we have to see what happens with regarding Rice. But yeah, I don't really know. We need to think of a good solution in the midfield without Rice, because I do think that Eze and Odegaard are great, but I think it leaves you a bit open in that midfield. Like if you're playing up a tougher opponent, if you play like Eze, Odegaard with Zubimendi midfield, it's a very attacking midfield. Um, Against like a team like Liverpool, you want a bit more of a defensive midfield in there. So I think we're gonna see what happens with Declan Rice, but yeah, it's difficult with midfield. We're a little bit we have a lack of options. I mean, Norgard is good defensively. I think he's a good player, but I just think without Declan Rice in those big games, he is a big loss. Um, he signalled to come off on 62 against Brighton, but he was made to play on. Now that there's a talk of Rice backup being signed this month, it's difficult. It really is. Because I think in that Brighton game, we made it really difficult for ourselves. I think we could have won that game in that first half, and you could have bought Declan Rice off quite early. You could have just not. You could have came off when he needed to come off, but because that game wasn't comfortable, we kind of needed him there. So we don't really have a player that can do what he does to his level. But I'd probably, if it comes down to it, you got Norgard, maybe Lewis Skelly in there. We're not going to see that happen. Arteta will always go with Marino in midfield, but I just don't like Marino midfield. I just don't think he does anything. Like I think he's a great player up front, but when he's in that midfield, it just doesn't work. Marino should never start in midfield. Yeah, I definitely agree. Marino's the only replacement. I mean, we have other replacements. Like I said, you could play Odegaard and Eze together. It's difficult, but no one can do what Declan Rice does really. Declan Rice is probably one of our best players up there with Gabriel this season. So I feel like we probably need to bring someone in maybe. But you got an all god. It's just like I look at Liverpool. It's like we're doing great at the moment, but one game we can just blow it all the way. So we do have to be careful. But we are currently 4 points ahead of Man City, which does help me a little bit more. Gives us a little bit of a breathing space, but we still need to keep winning. We still need to continue our good run of form because I don't really want to be losing any games, and it's a long season, so we are gonna have to see how we get on in this. But yeah, I think only time will tell if we can win the league. It's a long season, so we have to take it a game at a time. He's still better than Norgard. I feel like Norgard's a good backup player. I think Norgard is very good when he plays in that defence, but we'll have to see against Liverpool. I hope Declan Rice will be available for that game next week. We've obviously got a busy schedule in January, so we're gonna have to see how it plays out. But hopefully, guys, we will get the job done. Um, but let me know, guys, as well your predictions for the game. I think we're going to win 2-0. It's you never know what Arsenal are going to get in these games. Sometimes we play really bad and we win 1-0 from a set piece, or sometimes the team will surprise you and we beat Villa 4-1, which is absolutely crazy. So we'll have to see, guys, what happens. I am going to end this, guys, in a few minutes. So if you guys have got any last questions you want to send in, please do. And if you guys haven't liked this video or subscribed, please do make sure you're doing that to help my channel grow. I will be back tomorrow as we do play Bournemouth, so I'll be back for a match review after the game. Hopefully, we will get the job done. Norgard's transition should be 3-1. I think I could see them scoring. I would have David Raya to get a clean sheet, but we will have to see if we get the job done. Because Bournemouth are going to cause us a lot of problems. No doubt about that. They're not an easy side to play against, but yeah, we're gonna go 2-0. But thank you all for joining me today, and I really, really appreciate it. Big up to you, Alvin. Big up to yourself. Big up to Shane. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you all for joining me today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll be back very soon. Hopefully, guys, we will get the job done tomorrow against Bournemouth. And I hope you guys do have a wonderful evening. And I will see you guys very soon.